What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer, and welcome to your daily silver stacking video. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, silver is definitely in a bullish type of movement right now. You can see right here, this is the 3-month chart. Things could have got very ugly very quick, but you saw it stood its ground, and now for the past couple of months, I guess, about a month or so, we've seen this nice little upside. Actually, gold, silver, and platinum all in the green right now. Palladium is in the red. So what's going on? We're going to talk about that. It has a lot to do with inflation, the dollar weakness, but also some other things that we have to discuss. We're not only going to be talking about silver prices right now, but also where they are headed. We have a lot of different articles we're going to be covering. Is silver ready for prime time? Markets continue to show massive move to the upside. Prices break out, but they are also overbought. So we'll talk about what that means. And I mean, this is also having to correlate with the gold to silver ratio, which is declining, meaning that silver is outperforming gold. Why silver is outperforming gold and what that means for silver prices. There's a lot of different reasoning behind the gold to silver ratio to incorporate or at least take a look at, because it explains so much. It gives so much context. So yeah, we have a lot to talk about. It's going to be a great video. Make sure you hit the like button. Most importantly, you want to be subscribed, because we just celebrated 50,000 subscribers, which means I'm going to be doing my 50,000 subscriber silver giveaway video very soon. So after you click subscribe, you want to click the bell and click all, because if not, you might not get notified and you'll miss the entry video. It happens to a lot of people. You have to click the bell and you have to actually go up to the top and click all notifications, or you will only get notified to some of my videos and you might miss the giveaway video. Trust me, every time I see people that are in the comments saying they missed it, I do not want that to be you. But we're actually going to be doing somewhat of another giveaway. I'm actually going to be throwing out some silver to people that want to diversify into something that I'm personally investing into. I invest in the silver, Bitcoin, and GSX. GSX is gold secured currency. It's a crypto backed by physical gold. They dig the gold out of the ground themselves. They have gold mines all over the world. I just think it's a very cool project. Now, I'm not sitting here and telling you buy GSX, you got to buy this right now, but I do see a lot of potential in this. This is something that I'm interested in, and if you want to look at it, the link's in the description. Now, if you do invest into it, let me know. Send a screenshot over to silverslayermedia@gmail.com. We can talk about it, just spark conversation, because this type of stuff is definitely becoming more relevant, right? Crypto's definitely taking over, but something that's backed by physical gold, where you can exchange the coins for physical gold, and they actually just released Gold Ink, which is a mobile app where you can earn free GSX. It's like an NFT. I mean, this company's revolutionary. They've broke through the stratosphere when it comes to just genius ideas, revolutionary types of stuff, and they have been holding up to everything they've been saying. So yeah, I mean, if you want to, the link's in the description. I'm not just sitting here trying to say buy this. Look into it though. I definitely am curious. It's something I'm investing into. So yeah, if you want to, links in the description. Take a screenshot, send it over to silverslayermedia@gmail.com. That is also where I do my business inquiries. If you want to do channel collabs, sponsorships, advertisements, even if you find cool articles, send them over there. That is my business email. Now, prices advance for gold, silver amid inflation worries. And I mean, why not? Every time the dollar rises and people get all excited about recovery, and I'm like, are you guys serious? Do you guys really think this is going to last even more than a couple of days? When the FOMC meeting comes out, do you really think they're telling the full truth? No. I mean, go to usdebtclock.org right now and look at the amount of debt we're in. Look at how many more trillions of dollars we'll be spending, and not only just over the next 6 months to a year, but look at the next 5-10 years. and try to tell me realistically that one, the dollar is going to even survive that long for another decade, and two, that that's not going to be bullish for precious metals. And try to tell me that with a straight face, right? So let's look at this first article. So gold and silver prices are higher and near their daily highs early U.S. trading Wednesday. So worries about rising inflation are prompting buying interest in the hard asset metals. I mean, when people hear that word, rising inflation, yes, people go towards precious metals. Also, the technical postures for both precious metals have turned more bullish just recently. And that was so critical. I remember making that video to you guys. I remember saying, like, this could get really bad, really fast, or really good, really fast. I was talking about possibly $19 silver if we would have broke below that $22 mark, but it held its ground, and now it's going back towards 25, 26, which is that psychological level where it's more prone to break through 30 instead of 19. Now, global stock markets were mostly higher in overnight trading. The U.S. stock indexes are pointed to mixed openings when the New York day session begins. The U.S. stock indexes have made impressive recoveries from their October lows and are now in position to challenge the record highs scored in September. Mostly upbeat corporate earning reports are presently trumping worries about inflation and slowing global economic growth. In overnight news, Bitcoin prices pushed above $64,000. Now I think they're around $66,000, nearing the record high. And yes, Bitcoin is something that is replacing the dollar. Now, I know that the government's trying to regulate it. They're always going to try to get their hands in anything and everything, especially when it's something that could be threatening the dollar. I mean, when I think about digital money, when I think about the future of money, it's definitely something more like crypto, not US dollars. Now, you could love hate Bitcoin if you want. That's why I invest into something that's backed by physical gold, because Bitcoin is solely just digital. So that's why I like GSX so much. But regardless, though, Bitcoin is definitely taking over. It's catching people's attentions. It's decentralized, so no central bank is in control. I mean, there's a lot of potential with it. But there's also a lot of problems that can be occurring when a centralized system is trying to take over a decentralized system. Now, the Eurozone September consumer price index was reported up 0.5% from August, up 3.4% year on year. Those numbers were right in line with market expectations and not deemed too hot. So let's let's keep moving on. So this is one of the important articles I wanted to cover. Is silver ready for prime time? All of the years that we've been talking about silver prices, right? Regardless if this virus happened or not, I would still be sitting here telling you to invest in a silver, but it definitely sped things up times 10. So is it time? The floodgates have opened, the stars have aligned, the perfect storm is here. But is that real? Is it time? Let's see what they have to say. So currencies and metals gained versus the dollar on Tuesday. Russia to continue to eliminate their use of the dollar. So good day, a wonderful Wednesday to you. And that's another thing about my channel. All the articles I cover are written the same day or the day before. So everything's fresh off the press. Newest, latest information you're always going to hear first here, folks. So I, like many Dodgers fans that left early, thought that the game was over, but it wasn't. I don't have a dog in the hunt here, but actually would prefer the Braves won the series because the Dodgers won it last year. So I'm not rooting for any team to speak of, just thought that the 8th inning rally was a good one. Still haven't been able to enjoy the nice weather here, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Let's look at and let's talk about silver. So he's talking about price manipulation. They did retain some of their earnings. And then he talks about this is going on to with gold and silver. Gold began the day up $16.80. Silver also saw their early gains reduced. Silver started the day at 61 cents but ended up only 46 cents. And now in overnight markets, there's been little to no movement in currencies as foreign markets weren't taking any flyers on the dollar, not with the way it was treated the night before. But once again, that profit is held cautiously with the boys in band ready to pounce when they get the wink from or nod from the government. And that's the scariest part. even a wink or a nod could be speculative. The amount of speculation, the volatility, the amount of influence that these markets have, even with people just thinking that they're going to say something, or when they say something that they might do, just going off of that as if it is for sure or a fact, is scary, especially with something like precious metals, which should be based solely off of, supply and demand. It's intrinsical, it's tangible. But that's just the new day and age we live in. So I just remembered to include the closing prices for gold and silver yesterday. Gold closed at $1,769. Silver at $23.73. It's a real shame these metals that include copper haven't been able to move higher the way they should, with inflation kicking tail and taking names later. But they eventually will play catch up. At least that's how I see it playing out. But then I could be wrong. And I definitely think it plays catch up. I think that right now there's a lot of other things pushing and pulling, but when things settle down, obviously precious metals, silver stackers definitely get the last laugh. But yes, there's a lot of other things, including Bitcoin. They're going to be driving people's attention. There's a lot of stuff coming out, NFTs. I mean, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. But the bottom line is the dollar's weakening has a direct correlation, and that's where precious metals are going to kick in. Gold benefits when the economy's in bad shape. Silver benefits when the economy's in bad or good shape. We're going to see a little bit of both. Silver will take on a life of its own, but that's for a completely different reason, which is the industrial sector, which isn't going to be kicking into play for another 2-3 years. So silver's prime time really is going to be in a couple of years, when there's a massive silver shortage, much more serious than today, but also because the Green New Deal and electric vehicles will be in full effect as well. And by the way, speaking of shortage, did you guys see that the Royal Mint is actually has been minting here? Let's actually look at this. The Royal Mint has been not minting, but scrapping silver from old mobile phones. They're extracting gold and silver from old mobile phones. I've done this myself. But I don't know if this is a way, because they realize how serious the silver shortage could be, and they're just finding another way. I mean, we've talked about space mining, right? We've talked about trying to, I guess, mine more effectively in the ground. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if it will work, because when I'm looking at the map by the year 2023, we're going to be, 2030. 2023, 2024 is when we're going to need the most silver, but 2030, 2031 is when literally we will run out of silver. Gold, it's like the year 2034 or 35. I made an entire video covering each metal, even oil and all that, and it showed each year. Silver was definitely the soonest, and I think that's scary, especially since silver is the most essential thing that we need. So here's an article talking about how silver markets continue to show massive move to the upside. The silver markets have rallied yet again during the trading session on Wednesday. We are clearly above the $24 level. And because of this, I suspect we have even further to go. So, and silver's volatile, right? Higher highs and lower lows. If silver is going to start rising, it's going to take off. And that's because it's a much smaller market than gold. So, it's like gold on steroids. So since we're seeing silver start to break out, it's not just going to be to a small percentage like gold. It's going to do something, which is also how we saw it when it broke lower. It really got low. But for the good, it can get really great. Regardless, I do not have any interest in trying to short this market anytime soon until we clear the $23 level. If we did break down below there, it would be a significant turnaround. And of course, a very negative sign in general. That being said, this is a market that I just do not see happening in due to the fact that there's a lot of industrial demand. And that's exactly what we're talking about. I couldn't see silver hitting the teens again. I could never see that day and age where I'm talking about $18 silver again. It's just, and especially the physical price. A lot of people said that $30 silver wouldn't be here in 2021. Or $50 silver wouldn't be here in 2021, but $50 silver is already here. Go on Amazon.com, try to buy an American Eagle, and pay less than $45. You can't. Silver for a physical ounce is going around $50 on some sites. Some sites you can get better deals, obviously, but The point is that even though spot price is $24, you have to pay double that for a physical ounce. So spot price is detached from the physical price, meaning spot price is essentially irrelevant. And it should be, especially not only because silver's scarce, because the physical ounce is where the real value is, right? That's where it is. If you can't hold it, you don't own it. Now, this is the important part. Prices are overbought. So that means when prices go into overbought territory, there's going to be a small correction. So yes, we're probably going to see a small dip. Now, that shouldn't be scaring anyone. That's as expected. It actually needs to go down for it to go back up. If it just goes up, 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 it's going to go down, 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 down. It has to go up a good percentage, then down a little bit, then up a little more, then down a little more, then up. That's what a healthy market looks like. So silver prices continue to break out, rallying sharply and poised to test higher levels. The dollar moved lower, closing near its lows for the session. A weaker dollar generally leads to gains in precious metals. Since silver is priced in US dollars, a weaker dollar generally pushes up silver prices. And we saw that. A rise in the building confidence helped push the long end of the treasury curve. Gold prices also rallied sharply, giving a bid to the entire precious metals complex. So yeah, there we go. The gold to silver ratio declines at 74 to 1, meaning that it takes 74 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. Also meaning that silver is outperforming gold right now. So if you're looking at whether investing in a gold or silver, right now silver would be the better buy. It's also breaking out on the dollar weakness, which I don't ever see that not being the case moving forwards. The dollar's never going to just fix itself. There is no solution. There's only an alternative, and that alternative is precious metals. There is no solution. We're too deep in the hole. We're trying to get ourselves out of debt by replacing it with more debt. That's like trying to pay off a credit card with another credit card. It just doesn't work. It never will work. It's not designed to work. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I just wanted to kind of go over what's happening right now with the silver prices. Probably cover some different types of content tomorrow. Who knows what it's going to be, but I definitely like to diversify this stuff. We made some really cool videos a couple days ago. I highly recommend you check those out. Especially the one, this guy, man, he made it was incredible. I mean, it was honestly just. It was the craziest thing, the article I've ever read. I hope you guys saw that, and I hope you enjoyed it. Lots of different stuff coming over here. Make sure you're subscribed because you don't want to miss my 50K giveaway. If you want to check out GSX, Gold Secured Currency, links in the description. They have a commercial right here. They also have a commercial for their new Gold Inc., their mobile app as well. It looks really interesting. They're doing a lot of stuff. The coin's only 4 months old. And so obviously they're talking about a 3-year plan. The coins are 4 cents right now. They're saying by year 3 it could be to $1. I could see that easily, especially if, when people start to pick up on this massive project, but it's going to take time. Now, when we're looking at silver price forecast, I would love for you to participate in this question. Where do you see silver's price by the end of 2021? Like December 2021, where do you see silver's price realistically? I'm talking about spot price. Let's not talk about the physical price. That can get too complicated and messy. But realistically, what do you think the spot price of silver will be in December of 2021? I would love to know your answer. You also have to incorporate the holidays, right? Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it's the holidays. People are traveling, bundling up. I mean, it's winter. So realistically, let me know. Let me know what you think. I think silver will probably be around $28 around that time, but things could be drastically different. Remember, there could be a wrench thrown in that could take things way out of left field. I mean, that always could happen, especially in the times that we're living in today. So expect the unexpected. But I would love to know what you have to say as well. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. This was Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.